Hello, hello. Hello, Kimmy. Hello, Babo. Let's make sure that this audio is good. Oh, I gotta change my outfit. What's my person wearing? So I should move my table up. There we go. Very quiet stream tonight. I've got my tasks down here. I've got my timer, and I will play my music. And the way that this method works is we work for 25 minutes, and then we take a 5-minute break, and then we work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Yes, the 25-5 method. Once we get to 4 intervals of that, we increase the break to about 15 to avoid burnout and such. It is the best method that I found works for me with my ADHD and all that. So I figured what we could do, used 40-20. Yeah, I can get up to 40-20, but since I want you guys to follow along and do the same, I think if we started at 25-5, it's gonna be easier for people to see it as less of a commitment, you know what I mean? Once we get to a break, I really, really do recommend taking the break. You might go, oh no, let me just finish this thing. Don't do it. It's a trap. You'll burn yourself out. Stop immediately. Do what I do. Take a break. We'll, look at chat. We'll see what's being said, what's going on, any questions, yada yada. We'll do stretches, we'll do water break, we'll do all that in that 5 minutes to make sure that everybody is good. But this will be the best method for it. So I'm going to start out though by changing my activity. Yeah, and change my outfit. Personally use the 5-50 method than the 0 shit. I've used that method. It doesn't go too well for me. There we go. I've been playing this a lot lately. This, what's it called? Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. I'm gonna be totally honest, I love it. The concept of it is adorable. Just combining sounds with good music, with oh, I like that one. That one's very Skadi. Sounds, good music, good environment, cute character. A lot of it is all just really positive, and I like that a lot. There's a bunny on those pants? Oh my god, it's perfect. It's so good. Like, it has really kept me on track. It's so nice to find all the little critters. There we go. Hint of spooky. I found all of them that are available for now. More will be released in the future. For now, I'll just set it to my little trash panda because it's you guys. There we go. I think I'll get rid of the to-do list as well. And decor. Let's check out the room, the desk in particular. What can we make the desk look like? Shall we go for spooky vibes or... It's a cute teddy bear. Your headphones are arriving tomorrow? Yay! That'll be fun. Oh, yeah. I bet you're excited about that. Now let's put the desk back to the sturdy looking one. I like that one. It's a little bit chipped in places. I like that it has character. The game. The game is what he's thinking again. This one. It's very cozy. You can decorate your room however you want. So cute. Oh look, noodles! It's super pride friendly as well, which I love. I just wish there were more snacks. Like, yeah, there's lots of coffee and tea. There's even, like, energy drinks and stuff. But, like, this is the most we get with teacups and sauces. Studying. Yes, Kev. This game is called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. It's a good game. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have that on my desk, so... I'll send a photo to you guys at one point. It's my prized possession. Zero got it for me, and I love it so much. Alright. Let's check the sounds. Personally, I like rain sounds, final noise, thunder, wind, stuff like that. And I always have pink noise on. I don't know why, that just works for me. So let's see. No, that's not gonna do it. So there's all kinds of different variants of noise. Let me turn all of this off for a second so you can see. So this noise that you hear right now is called pink noise. Now this is white noise. Kind of like scratchy, but then pink noise is a bit more muted. It's like dulled down. And then brown noise is even more muted. So I think, I'm not exactly sure how they create it. What do you mean you can't hear anything? It's showing up on my thing. It's static. Hold on. Turn that up. How's that? Any better? I am broken. Is Kev broken or is my stream broken? Guys, tell me now, because the point of this is so that you could hear with me. Okay, I just had that turned down too low. Is that good? Like, against my voice? Does it need to be quieter, louder? What do we need? Bit quieter. Okay, so we'll turn that down a little bit. How's that? Is that better? This is fine. Oh no, Babo, is it too loud? Sounds like a windstorm. Yeah. Hold on. Turn it down, because the pink noise needs to be subtle. Basically, pink noise is white noise, but like compressed and like a bit muted. And I just prefer it over white noise, because white noise can be a little bit like sharp at times. It's hard to describe. I mean, I guess it only makes sense if your brain is strange like mine. But I like that. I like to add pink noise and then distant cityscape. because it reminds me of home. And rain. And what I like about the rain effect is, like, look at the window. If I turn the rain off, or if I turn it on, the window gets all rainy, and I like that. And then we have thunder noise. And there we go. We have created the perfect sound. And so you can hear, like, cars rumbling, and, like, the distant city. You can hear the thunder. Occasionally there'll be flashes of lightning in the background. Rain drips against the windows. Also, like, soft vinyl noise, very faintly. You can barely hear that one. That one's just kind of a scratchy effect, but it's, like, just subtle and soothing. And all of that together is, like, the perfect combination for me to feel calm. So, now that we've set all that up, what I have to do is I'm going to play something on my web browser, and I'm going to hit play. I'm going to tell you when I've hit play, and I want to double check that you can't hear it, because as far as audio goes, Kimmy helped me split the audio earlier today. And so I think you should be able to hear the game and the music, but not my audiobook reading to me. So I'm going to hit play now. Tell me if you hear a random British woman talking about learning in the primary years. Did you hear any of that? Nope. Okay, good. It's working. Okay. So, alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pause that. We're gonna play some music. I'm gonna go quiet. I'm not gonna mute my mic, because I think because I'm gonna be, like, making notes on my iPad as I listen to this, and occasionally typing things. So I think that little sounds of me working might be soothing. I don't know. I haven't done this before, but I'm gonna get to work. I'll hit go on the timer. Red noise. Oh, heavy metal. Yeah. So I get to work on all this. Once I hit start, you can see the timer up here is a visual timer. You will see it tick down, and it will make a noise when it's done. Not a loud noise, just a little subtle beep beep, just nicely. We will take a break, and I will check over chat. You guys can yap in the meantime, throw any questions. Kind of amazed you got the cute I know. I was astounded when I saw the raccoon. I was so happy about it. I was really happy about the whole thing, honestly. I love this game. It's so cute. Right. You guys can chat amongst yourselves, or work, or, yeah. Time to study. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Timer begins. And music begins. Although it's weird. Okay. I think the game will probably work on your laptop, Kimmy. Sorry, I just ran into an error. Can I make this work? Fuck. I have to... Oh my god, I've got to upgrade to something. Well guys, now is the time to finally use all that sub money you like to throw at me. I've got to get disabled students allowance so that I can get some extra funding for tools I need. I was talking to Kimmy about text-to-speech voices for reading my books to me because I struggle. If I'm not fully engaged with the topic, I can't do it. So... Oh, that's so annoying. It's like, save $120 with annual billing. It's like, yeah, but I'd have to pay $110 right now. And I don't have $110 right now. Oh, man. Just take my credit card information and leave me alone. Okay. Is it worth it? Guys, tell me it's worth it. Sure. Let's be honest, you guys keep subbing to me every single time I do anything adorable, so it's worth it, right? There we go. That's the thing though, Twitch paid out yesterday, and that's the reason why I'm able to do this. I can't, Kimmy, that's the problem, I have ADHD. I just like them to, oh, Kev, your support's enough. It's okay. Just having you guys here is enough. According to the AI voice, it says I have 696 minutes left of my book. Holy shit. Oh, I've got the app now. So, book, you were working fine a second ago. Oh. Thank you, Babbo. That's very sweet. Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. That is so sweet. Yeah, Babbo the goat. Thank you, thank you. It's not opening my book now. I subscribed to this stupid project and it's now not even opening my book. I might have to add files. document. There we go. Now it's loaded. Okay. Does it still have my highlights to it? Oh, my highlights are gone. Oh, fucking hell. Where are my voices? I want Ada? No, where's the lady that sounded like Lara Croft? I want that one. There we go. Let's hear that. There we go. So this this program that I'm using, I'm not gonna like what would it? I'm not going to boost it today because I don't know yet. We will see how well it goes. I'm using something called Natural Reader, which is it's not only a browser extension, it is also something that you can install as a program and upload PDF files to it. It's very similar to how Microsoft Edge can read PDF files to you. And yes, I'm aware that this, Zara told me earlier, this is something that YouTubers are now using to describe horrible people, but I have to call it the file that it is. It's really annoying. So, what it does is it can read the files to you. But Microsoft Edge uses a non-AI voice, like a robotic sort of voice, and I was running into this problem where it was mispronouncing everything. It was saying edu or education, and I'm like, education? What? So then I pause and I look up at the book and it breaks my flow and it was education and it couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. Primary was primary and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It mixed up the word learning as learning and I'm like, what? Really? This is a new program, though. It was only made, like, a few years ago. The other one was Speechify, but I couldn't see anywhere on Speechify where it said about it, what would you call it? Highlighting. And I need it to be able to highlight. Now, if it all goes terribly, of course I'm gonna just rebuke all of it. But so far, it has been reading it nicely and clearly to me, which has been very, very welcoming. So, let's see. I need to highlight that. No, I'm trying to highlight. File is not available. I'm about to fucking refund you. You were working when you were free. Now I've paid for you, you don't want to work? That's not how it works, buddy. I won't even, like, refund it. I will charge back to cause them problems. I'm a bad person like that. Let's see if I can get it working. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Let's see. It's really annoying how it's finally, I finally hit play and I've had to pause my, like, actual study work because it stopped working! Let's see. Where's the actual program that's on my desktop? Maybe that'll be better. There's a AI voice generator. By the way, something I've been seeing a lot of lately, how would you guys feel of me doing a stream where I feed some an AI some of my content and I have an argument with myself? That'd be funny. Okay, hold on. Natural reader. Problem downloading. Never been interested in it? Alright. There we go, I found the FAQ page. Okay, reset. Oops. Personal use. Yeah, I saw that neuro thing. What's going on with all this? There was an error downloading the selected file. Not sure what it is. I'm about to take away any good testimony I have. Because I need it to work. See, that's the problem. I just need it to work. What do you mean over... Okay, properties. It's 10 megabytes. It's not over 200. Let me just try and download the Windows app. This first, like, work thing is not going well. Yeah, I want to download the app. No, on my phone. I want to download it onto the computer. Install. There we go. Okay. I want the Windows app. Because then I don't have to worry about browser compatibility and all that annoying shit. Oh my god. Computers are meant to work. And they don't. It's downloading. Okay. Okay. Check my email one. Oh my god, I don't care about terms and conditions, bro. Let me just move on. Who the... That's weird. Who is Oracle America? Somebody stole my data? So occasionally I'll get these, hold on. I'll get these emails about legal class action lawsuits. Who is Oracle? Yeah, visit the link. I'm confused. I want to know what this is about. Was it the Java company? Well, apparently they sold my data. So I got a notice stating that there's a class action lawsuit against them and that they stole my data and that I've been affected by it, which is funny. Which I already knew, because I always get those emails about the dude that's like, your grandmother has died and left you like $7 billion and, you know, you might not know about it. Nah. Never mind. It wants like my important details. I'm dying into that. Is this downloaded now? Can I please get back to studying? I'm getting distracted. What? App installed. Yes. Now I don't want to add it to my... If I wanted to add it to my taskbar, I would have... Personal use. There we go. Okay, log in. Continue with Google. I'm gonna zoom our screen, right? Yeah. Okay. It's the wrong password. Yes, I signed in. Google's always like screaming at me, how dare you sign in? How dare you, you evil person? And I'm like, it's me. It's my computer. There we go. It's loading now. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back! 12, 13, 14, 15. Jesus Christ, this is gonna take ages. Alright. Put that down there. But we're back. We're back in it with, oh my, 5 minutes left. Is this a fucking joke? I spent my first 25 minutes working, not actually working. In fact, I'll be right back. I'm going to go and top up my water real quick. Ow. This does not count as a break. $75, $76. Come on, percentage, hurry up. Where's my caffeine tablets? There we go. Yes, it's to the point where I have caffeine. Book, can you load? I'm begging you. I just want to study. I just want to work. I just want to do this. I don't want this nonsense anymore. Why is it so fucking slow? Okay, there we go. Okay. Click on the text before adding a highlight. Okay. Oh, my highlights are back. We're good. It is. Okay. It's working. I've got 3 minutes left. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. Key questions to reflect on throughout this study topic are: how might we understand primary schools today? How does a primary school create a community? How does a primary school community enable learning? What are you studying? I am studying education in the primary years. Currently, I am a one-to-one special needs teacher's assistant. However, I hope to one day lead a classroom, and so I am studying towards a degree in primary early childhood education and earliest foundation stages, because not only will that make me just a better TA, it means that I will be able to be a qualified teacher one day, like a proper teacher, not just a, yeah. I don't want to call myself just a TA, because obviously, my work is very important and it's crucial. But yeah. So I go to university to become a teacher. And the thing is that as a TA, it's Miss Skadi, yeah. It's tricky to find work in every country with this specific qualification that I have, but with a degree in primary education, it's kind of like, that's a bit easier. It's less arguable, I guess you could say. Primary education is pretty much universal. All children need to learn certain topics, and we need to just follow certain childhood psychology things, Right now, work-wise, I'm working with a little one with speech delay, and my god, he's precious and I adore him. I'm trying not to get attached because I don't want what happened with the last school to happen again. With it, it's temporary and then there's funding problems, and so I'm the one that gets cut and I'm the one sad and missing the students afterwards, So I'm trying not to get attached, but they're making it hard for me by being so warm and welcoming, and I wish they'd just be mean to me. Oh, they do. They do, actually. I went back for an interview for a more permanent role that didn't work out, but I won't get into it because I'll start getting annoyed. Because personally, I don't think it made much sense. But I bumped into one of the girls that I taught, and she said that all of the girls in the class were, dying to see me, and god, they really wanted to come and give me a hug, and I was like, oh, I wish I could, but I can't break safeguarding rules, But yeah, so the thing is, I do know that they miss me. I still have all the cards that they gave me. I still have all the stuff. Okay. So, that was a terrible first session, but we got the reader working. That's what's important. Now, break means stretch, get some water if you need it. And you actually have to do this. I mean it. Whatever you're doing, put it down immediately. Yes, posture check, hydrate, thank you. It's very important. Once this break is over and we actually start working, I'm gonna shut up and just cram for the next 25 minutes. As I said before, continue putting whatever you want in chat, talking to each other, asking questions. When it gets to the next break, I will go over it again and yada yada. I think I'm gonna change the music, actually. Let's see. Let's go with this one. I haven't heard this before. I've also been working on a Vroid model recently, which is really funny. Because I got a VR set, yay! And I want to play VR chat, but I want to play, you know, with a Skadi model. And so I was like, how hard can VR, like, Vroid be? And oh my goodness. Like, so, I won't spoil it, because I don't want to show a preview without it being done, but I showed Kimmy a little bit of a preview, and Kimmy, you can tell them that it is pretty accurate the way that I have made her look. I've been importing extra textures and stuff like that. It's kind of silly. Oh no! Zero just made an oopsie in 14. Oh, he just bought the wrong tome gear. Pour one out for him. Holy shit, that's rough. Oh, that's really rough. Oh, I definitely will. Like, you'll look away for a second and I'll just be him from Smiling Friends. Yeah. But I figure I can also use the model with, like, when I'm streaming a VR game, because I obviously won't be using, you know, this thing, because it can't do face tracking like that. But I can throw in Skadi into all kinds of other things. And plus, the other fun thing that you can do is the, because it has all the bones in it, you can just slap on silly MMD dances, and, you know I'm gonna be dabbing and all kinds of cringe stuff. Find a bunch of the dancers from, like, the Persona Dancing All Night games. That stuff. Just Skadi doing the specialist. Fuck it, why not? The other important thing that it can be used for is things like, animation testing. Skadi's shitposter arc. I already like memes. This shouldn't be a surprise to you guys. Have you not seen how I reacted to the Polish cow song? I love that thing. I love Vines. I miss Vines. Vines were great. No, dude. It's gotta be like old stuff. It's not like current brain rot. It's old brain rot. There's a difference. I still have not heard Skibidi Toilet, and I refuse to listen to it. As an educator, that song is the bane of my existence, and every time it gets brought up at school, I want to cry. I hate it. I hate it so fucking much. But yeah, I can definitely do silly dances and such. Right. Back to work. Time to actually start work. I'm sorry, that's so funny to me. I gotta read this sentence to you. Understandably, Each student's primary school experience will be different. For some, these experiences will be happy. For others, not so happy. That is so sad. That is such a shame. I want to change that. I don't want kids to have a not so happy experience in primary school. It's like their first time. That's so sad. Me for... What's funny is I'm just noticing, by the way, that it looks like I'm asleep most of the time while I'm looking, because there's a little bit of a delay. So every time I look back at my iPad, and then I look up again, I'm like, oh, my eyes are closed, model-wise. That's very strange. Don't worry, guys, my eyes are open. I'm looking at my tablet. I also sleep when I study. Yeah, it's how I get my information. I'm not very good at studying, to be honest. I was always the gifted kid, so this is really hard for me. Okay, so I'm looking at my tablet also, so I'm not looking at anything. Tracking is just a little strange. Let me actually lower my webcam. It might help. See if that works at all. Well, there's not much I can do about it. Especially because I'm not even looking at you, I'm looking at the screen. And my eyes are closed. Also, why is they started talking about politicians? I'm not a politician. Stop giving me legislation, I'm begging you. It's too much. My poor brain, I can't handle it. I just can't handle it. Ugh. Yeah, to be honest, that's not gonna help. I gotta focus on this. I can't be worrying about what my model is doing. Oh, it is. It's so annoying. Where do we do this now? What is the purpose of education? The purpose of education is to, I don't know, set up a lifelong learning. Lifelong love of learning. Lifelong love of discovery. A desire for education. A drive. Enjoyment of the subjects. Curiosity. Size, location, population, pupil characteristics, and the curriculum method. I mean, that's certainly a tricky one. There's no two schools that are the same. And then it depends if you have an academy versus a mainstream curriculum. Well, mainstream national curriculum following school. Many of them are run by trusts these days, which makes things even more complicated. What upsets me is the discussion of special provision. Specialist provision schools are schools meant to cater to a specific, what's the right word for it? A specific type of student who learns differently from others and needs adaptive teaching methods in order to succeed. So those would be children who have disabilities of some kind, or children who cannot attend mainstream school for whatever reason. The trouble is that specialist provision, for some reason, are funded the same as mainstream, which makes no sense. Because they have to spend more. They have to tailor everything to the students. They need more staff. They need more resources. They need so much more stuff, and yet they're expected to make do with the same that a mainstream gets. And don't even get me started on alternate provisions. Those schools break my heart. I think this is mostly focusing on mainstream primary. What is education? What is it for? Who is it for? These are highly debated topics. It is a topic that can easily be discussed by anyone because most will have a first-hand experience of going to school or know of others' experiences. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do this. Chat, do me a favor. I have to take a moment to jot down my thoughts on what I believe the purpose of education is. And this is in all seriousness. I don't want any silly answers. Any silly answers will get bonked. Like, no silly answers. Tell me what you believe the purpose of education is. I want to think about this more, so I want to hear your opinions. So tell me. What is education? What is it for? Who is it for? Have a think. Tell me what it means to you. No silly answers. I have the bread, I will bonk. That's beautiful. Alright, I see your answers, and they are beautiful answers, and when we get to our break, I want to address them, and I want to read you some of the things that I've just read that will support and, what's the funny word for it, underpin the theories and the methods that we're discussing. And yes, I know, Skadi's using the funny words. Oh my goodness. Right, so module website to access activity 1-to-1. Purpose of education, to cite these activities. Save this page. You're gonna get the fun Skadi typing sounds now, so I hope you still enjoy the ASMR of my keyboard. You guys saying that is like what made me want to keep this keyboard, by the way. I was gonna swap it, but clearly you like it. Oh, for God's sake. Seven minutes left to do this. Okay. These activities are linked to specific sections in study topic 1. Learning 0 and study, but you'll be directed to complete an activity online at various points to support you in checking it. Okay. Let's make this big. Consider the purpose of education. That said. I love that one. How do I change that? God's sake. Save that. Oh, where's my browser gone? Okay, there we go. Oh, hello, EB. Alright, we're on our break time. I am going to pause it because I do want to read the messages in regards to my question. But first off, EB, hello. Click cats. Yeah. Yes, I'm using the Pomodoro method. Right, let me scroll up and read your answers. Now, the question that I asked you was, what is education? What is it for? What is it for? My God. Who is it for? What is it? What's the purpose? Yada, 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 right? Oh, dino nuggets are great. Right, so let's see what our answers were. Whilst I said, to get a kid ready for the adult life as a person and functioning member of society and have enough monies for Ultra Kill. That's very funny. Education teaches you how to play Ultra Kill in the first place. Oh, I've activated my coat. We don't want that, because that's going to mess up our thing. Hold on. Let's fix that. There we go. Why am I shrinking? There we go. Kimmy said, to teach a human being everything they need to know about to survive in our society, including how to learn. Okay, I love that answer. I love the answer of including how to learn, because that is something that people brush over a lot. We talk about learning and receiving an education a lot, but we never talk about how we learn. Like, we talk about how to teach, but how do children learn? And children have to discover that for themselves. They have to find out, do they learn better by sitting on a carpet and listening to a teacher? Do they learn better by being hands-on with their experiences, using tools to count, using pens and paper to draw out charts, letters, and all kinds of stuff? Do they do better watching a video and then re-watching that video again and again until they've practically memorized it? Such as the stuff that we use with Read Write Inc. is really popular in the UK, and we have something called Fred Talk, where we have a frog, and Fred only speaks in sounds. So as we teach the children the sounds, such as b, 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 boot, what happens is we teach them to read through those phonic sounds, and then with Fred, he teaches them to spell. So if we go snake, snake, Fred will come along and go it, and you have to sound that out. It, it, sit, it, and then the children pick up that those sounds make up that word, so that's how you spell it, and those sounds also make up that word, so that's how you read it. And a lot of kids are visual and auditory learners because of that. But they only discover that by attending school and seeing what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And of course, teachers making assessments and seeing who responds well to what and yada yada. But saying there, how to learn, that's lovely. Now, Babo, I think in its purest form, the point of education is to develop the mental and critical thinking abilities of someone so that when they are adults, they have the power to make decisions. I don't think many forms of society execute this well, though. I love that. That's fantastic. Especially the ending there. Yeah, there's a lot of parts of society that do not execute this properly. It's a shame to watch. I think everybody needs to go back to primary school for a little bit. I think we all need to start over. We need to play in the sand together. We need to share a dollhouse. We need to build some, like, Lego buildings. We need to go back. But yeah, mental and critical thinking abilities. Yeah. Very good. Because a lot of the teaching isn't just about math or English. A lot of it is emotional regulation, playing nice with others, just experiences. It's part of why I have such a strong opinion on homeschooling, because you miss out on that social aspect, and so you don't get to learn through the social situations. Problem solving in general. Yeah, a lot of children learn a lot of problem solving in school. Like, a lot. They also learn how to see things from other people's perspective, which will help them in everything they do when they grow up. Absolutely everything. Now, some of the things that I have just read, which I love, the Department for Education said in 2022, every single child should have access to an education that equips them with the knowledge, skills, and experiences needed to fulfill their potential. So, basically, your answers there, they were right. There you go. Moving on. Is it Socrates or Socrates? I can never remember. But this is attributed to them. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Which I personally interpret that as it's not about filling a child's mind with things. It's about fostering that lifelong love of learning. It's about encouraging them to seek out the answers and to want an education. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? Like, we can teach kids as much as we can, but the child has to actually want to learn it. Otherwise, nothing's going to stick in their minds. You have to make the decision and make the choice to want to learn. So I like that answer. Now, this one says Robinson and Robinson. I'm not too sure who they are, so I'm going to look into that, and I'm making a note for myself to look into Robinson and Robinson further, because their quote here from 2022 also interests me. It says, "It should enlarge our worldview, as we all live in two worlds. The world within you that exists only because you do, and the world around you. The core purpose of education is to enable students to understand both worlds." I interpret that as the point of education, basically, is to teach children to understand themselves, but of course also the world around them. And with that inner learning, and with that inner acceptance and understanding of who they are as a person, comes a lot of peace. I think that's beautiful. And then, of course, following up with what everybody said here, it should provide young people with the understanding and motivation for further studies and enable them to make informed decisions in their everyday lives, including about their education and employment. And that's from Wellcome Trust 2016. These are just all very interesting answers. Now let me catch up to Socrates. Oh my god. If you were in my class, I would be so fucking shaking my head right now. This is why I do primary school. I don't want to hear a "these nuts" joke, and I know if I ever taught high school, that's all I would get. I did 5 days in a high school. That was too much for me. Let's have our break, though. Oh. I'm on track now, by the way. Thanks to you guys. Put it for 5 more minutes? Yeah, do that. I might make some nugs later. I've got a new fryer. Stretch. Stretch time, get some water, get some stuff. Yay, B. Follow along. You'll find it a lot easier if you just body double. That's how I do it. If we do this together, it'll be much easier. I may do this again tomorrow. No, wait, we have, what's it called? Left 4 Dead. We've got to finish Left 4 Dead tomorrow, don't we? Or did we finish it? I don't remember. Kimmy! What are we doing tomorrow? Are we still playing games with Danny? If we're not, I'll do this again tomorrow. We did a third of it. Okay, so we still have one more part? Kimmy, check. That's funny. Yeah, well there you go, EB. I use it. One of the things that Zero taught me was the psychology of play. He learned about that when he was in at least like 6 more streams. Oh shit, really? Okay. But we were doing verses last time. Were we doing verses just because we were, like, wrapping up? Or what were we doing that for? I thought we still had more stuff to do. Yeah, I love the poem method. Mark is complete. Not enough time to start. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're doing it again tomorrow. Cool. Cool. 5:25. Oh god. Well, says I wish I could do that. Unfortunately, then I wouldn't complete university. Yeah, do that for me. Maybe what I'll do is when I get back from work tomorrow, I'll do a small middle of the day one. I've really got to like get on top of my university work and catch up. I like to be ahead, not behind. I don't even like to be on time, actually. I like to be ahead when it comes to schoolwork. I'm weird like that. I can't help it. But yeah, the Pomodoro method really helps. But, sorry, Zero taught me about the psychology of play, which was essentially make sure that you look after yourself. Make sure that you have your fun so that you can succeed and all the other stuff. He also taught me about, like, the psychology of doing nice things for other people, leading to you being more positive, which is always nice. And I remember when he was practicing that for some of his college work, I was having bad insomnia, and the next morning he brought me a bagel and tea in bed, and I just remember being like really happy about it. And he went to the effort of taking a photo of me smiling with it, and every time like he was having difficulties, he'd just look at the photo, and it made him feel better. I just thought that was really cute. Zero's adorable. I love him. Alright. Back to black. Get on that. Let's go. We're doing trios tomorrow. Oh. Okay. I'll look more at that in a minute. Back to work. spoken word. Sorry, I just realized I squeaked because I dropped something. You guys have no idea how much I do that, like, off camera and all that. I'm so sorry. If I trip or if something makes me jump, the noises that I make are absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm so sorry. So, because I'm kind of chilled right now, I'll probably forget that I'm streaming, and you might hear a few, like, unmasked vocal tics. I'd say consider it a compliment that I'm unmasking this much for you. But, sorry. Anyway. Hold up, what? No, not that, not that. Sorry, bad cut sound? What? Declaration for everyone having the right to... You clip the squeak. I will say, you guys loving my silly little noises and everything is so, like, healing for my inner child. Look into this over. That's interesting. Crazy, dude. Provide a clear account of what is of interest floats upon. It's about education of children. Did it happen? And it's always good. Humans are just naturally adapted to learn. And I can sense what? In detail what you have described by offering. Why does it matter? It matters because not sure why it matters. Why does it matter? It matters because through understanding we can provide better education. Through understanding the point of education we can provide better education. Through understanding why we need to learn, we can explain that to children and encourage them to learn further. What have I learned? I have learned that dude, watching the gears turn in my head is kind of hilarious. What have I learned? I've learned that many people believe in the same ideals about a lifelong love of learning being a necessity. I've learned that less children are in school than I thought. How do I feel about it? I'm gonna rile up my chat real quick just because it'll be funny. I sometimes cook chicken nuggets, put them in the fridge, and have them cold the next day. Throw your opinions at me. Zero thinks it's cursed. How do I feel about it? I saw that coming. Sorry, bad news, guys. It comes from parental neglect. Evie actually unfollowed and then refollowed. That's funny as fuck. That's fucking funny. Have you made any connections with theory research to support your sense making? I mean, the connection is that I enjoy learning. And why do I enjoy learning? Because I'm a 3rd grade teacher. She was amazing. She had beautiful hair too. Wish I could remember her face. It's sad when that happens, isn't it? Are there alternate ways of thinking about this? Yeah, you could think about it from a purely developmental and society driven point of view, but it doesn't really focus on the soul of the matter. The key messages are that education inspires. Education ignites a flame. Lifelong love of learning. Love to learn. What do you now know and how does it Do you have further questions that you would like to explore and find the answer to? How will you do this? I have questions about other theories of learning, and I will continue to find the answers by continuing to read the book. Part of why I'm being vocal on this, by the way, is because I can grab my VOD later on and chuck it into a note-taking thingy and transcribe all of it and grab my thoughts from the moment, which will be helpful. Mostly helpful. I might get annoyed with myself humming everything. But it'll give me a general idea of what it was that I was thinking at the time. Was there something? Honestly, it's cute. Back to work. No, they're never fully formed. I need to write down my thoughts. Where's my book? Where's my study book? Book. There you are. Okay. Pencil. No, I'm gonna start with purple. What does that say? Today? Okay. My handwriting style has changed ever since starting to work in the school because I'm following the read write ink way of writing letters, and it has completely devolved my handwriting into the way that every teacher writes. It's kind of hilarious. How might we understand primary schools today? What are primary schools, man? What do they do? Primary schools. Your handwriting exists. Alright. That mind, you wouldn't last 5 minutes in one of my old schools. Their handwriting was like, my goodness. To the point where I didn't like submitting any of my work to my teacher because I knew that she was gonna look at my handwriting and be like, Skadi, you can do better. She inspired me so much. She said something once that she'd been doing this job for like 30 years and every day she still learns something new, and I loved that. I need to write that down actually. That's great. Let's make a more educational journey. The chill flame of motivation and desire to learn. Break time! Pause what you're doing. Stretch. Big stretch. Okay. Let's see. What is Zero messaging me about? What has he just sent me? Oh, no. No! God damn it. He just sent me a picture of Shanks and Uta. No, what says you can eat. I just mean pause if you're doing work. Unless those nuggets are making you do like, I don't know, fractions or some shit, eat. This is so much better with someone else, right? So, EB, this is the funny thing called body doubling. It's the strange phenomena that takes over people who have ADHD. And when somebody else is working, they almost, like, they suddenly have the motivation to do the work. It's crazy. But it's so funny. If this helps you guys, I'll do it more often. Because, I mean, it's helping me. I have been so stuck. They're making you have a workout? Alright, then pause. So what I like to do is I like to do my finger stretches. If it helps you, it helps me. Oh, Babo. Yeah, I'm the same, EB. It's almost like having that other person holds us accountable to it and makes us not want to, like, disappoint, so we work extra hard. It's kind of crazy. This is nice. Oh, yay! I'll do this more often, then. I can't wait to easily distract. Yeah, same. I'm doing all my stretches. Roll your neck. There we go then. Just keep an eye on my Discord and it'll let you know whenever I go live. Shake the hands out. Shake the sillies out. Oh. Alright, let me check on what Zara's doing. Oh. Oh, thank you, Asas. Yes, share about teachers. I love hearing things about teachers. Share. About that wrong. Oh, back to work. Minimize that. Just a primary school. Create a community. Oh. Pause this. I used to live with these abusive foster parents, and in 3rd grade, when my teacher found me, she offered to pick me up on weekends when I'm having a bad time and take me out to lunch and stuff. Let me know that I'm not alone, even gave me her personal number in case anything bad happened to me. I loved her like she was my own mom. When I graduated from that school, I made a promise to come back and visit her. On some random high school day, I went to the school to go visit her and found she had passed. Oh, EB. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But that's what teachers are for. That's beautiful. That is so sweet. That's what she loved to do, clearly. And you know what? I can probably tell you, like, that she didn't take it personally that you didn't come back and visit. We know that people have things that come up, things that can't, like, be changed. That is such a beautiful story. It was my 3rd grade teacher as well. She inspired me. Oh shit, cry break. No, don't worry. All emotions are good here. That is beautiful. She would have loved to hear that she made that big of a difference to you. Because, like, I've been told that I've made a difference to students, and it's always gotten me emotional, so to know that even years later she's being remembered and spoken about on some random silly anime girls stream, that would probably make her smile. And I'm sorry to hear that you had a rough childhood. I know how that feels. This shit sucks. Oh, EB! It's so sweet. I do try my best. I just try to be real with my students. I just want to make sure that they know they can do it. Did make an impact on me. Oh, what says you're gonna make me cry? My very first stream, I made an impact on somebody, actually. Let's try a new thing. Very first stream. One of my very first viewers, his name was King. He turned up and he was saying about he was tired and he had to go into work tomorrow, and like his job wasn't being fair with like his mental health. And he had ADHD, so I was like, are they offering you reasonable adjustments? And he's like, no. And so I told him that, you know, like, legally, he didn't have to put up with that. And he was like, I don't even want to do this as a job. I want to be a baker. I want to be a bartender, you know, stuff like that. And he said that he could take the plunge and just go and be a bartender. And, like, he could do it. And I was like, why don't you? And he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a bartender. And because of that stream, he quit his job and became a bartender. And then he kept coming back to the streams. And he was doing well. He was doing well. He was doing well mentally. He was enjoying his new job. And then the more we talked about his baking abilities, and that's where the joke comes from, by the way, of bonking people with the bread, the baguette. It comes from King. Skadi grants dreams. I mean, I grant sleep and I grant dreams. He said that he wanted to be like a proper baker. And so he applied for a culinary university. And he said, I'll come back in a few weeks and let you know if I got in. And I'm like, you better come back and let me know that you got in. I'm proud of you. And then he came back a few weeks later and told me he got in. And so that's why he hasn't been here, like, in the chat. Because he's now going to university. He's now following his dream. Because he clicked on some random VTuber. It was my first stream. He was the only one there, other than Dan, obviously. But Dan's just... Dan's still here. If he hadn't clicked on that, he never would have made the decisions he made. He never would have followed his dreams. And if he hadn't come to the stream and had that conversation with me, I don't know if I would have kept streaming, but because of him I kept going, and I just kept being me. And I mean, now I'm here. And you guys seem to like it. Yeah, it was just crazy though, honestly. I never expected it. And I don't, like, he only very occasionally shows up in my chat sometimes now because he's super busy, but I don't care. I just love knowing that he's out there fulfilling his dream. Yeah, literal life change, yeah. Like, that's all I really wanted. I just wanted to make a difference to somebody. I just wanted to give somebody, like, peace and be a little bit of light in the otherwise mundane ways of life. I made the joke about parental neglect, but I kind of had to look after somebody growing up and basically raise them. And it always just felt like no matter what, I was going to be in a position to care for someone, and that was my purpose. And so that's why I got into teaching, and that's why now, I mean, you guys all call me Mom. Oh, yeah, Kimmy's really good at bringing people together. Yeah, you did tell me the story, Wasos. But yeah, that's my little intermission break thing. That's a beautiful story, EB. I love that. I'm gonna remember that. And you know that I will, because of things like Kenny! You just ruined the most wholesome moment, my guy. Anyway. I'll get back to it. I'll unpause the timer. Let's get back to working together. Oh my fucking god, Kimmy. But yeah, it's like, because I remember King. You know that I'll remember. Right, back to work. Fucking hell, guys. I gotta like hide my chat for a minute. I need to take a moment and get my work done. Jesus. Let's see. I'll use blue this time. I like to color code my notes. It makes it easier for me to enjoy it. How does a primary school create a community? Oh, jeez, my hand just hates physically writing things. Typing is so much easier for me, but writing it sort of stamps the knowledge into my brain better. These people can be parents, carers, family members. External agencies, maybe. Staff at school. And external agencies. So, okay. How does primary school community enable learning? Damn it, that looks so pretty and I've just made a stupid mistake. Oh god, I hate that. How does a primary school... Oh, that looks really messy now. That's depressing. How does the primary school community... How does a primary school community enable learning? How does it enable learning? Just had a peek at that. That's a topic for discussion. AI in the classroom. Does it matter? Should we be using it? Well, my answer may surprise you. What's the date today? October 14th, 2024. We're doing study. Topic 1. Oh my god. My legs are killing me. Kimmy, go ahead and yap about it. Start the discussion. I'll chime in 16 minutes. How does a... community surrounding the primary school enables learning by supporting what goes on in the classroom, for starters. And providing further educational opportunities outside of the classroom. God, that's really hard to write at the bottom of the book. Wow, that actually fits perfectly. I'm quite impressed with myself. So how might we understand primary schools today? Primary schools today are environments where children can begin their educational journey and spark the initial flame of motivation to decide to learn. Okay, that's a good answer. How does a primary school create a community? A primary school creates a community by making connections with people who interact with and support learners. These people could be parents, carers, family members, staff at school, and external agencies. How does a primary school community enable learning? The community surrounding primary school enables learning by supporting what goes on in the classroom and providing further educational opportunities outside of the classroom. Okay. So far, so good. Alright. So agree with that. Spelled that wrong. Standardized. How do I spell standardized? How am I fucking that up? Oh, I see. They're making a decision based on a standardized test. As primary school age children learn in different ways and paces. By testing a primary school age child and then making a decision based on a standardized test can negatively impact a child's learning, as it can affect their self-esteem, confidence, and desire to try again and continue learning. There we go. I'm looking occasionally when chat's moving, don't worry. Hello, Drake! I get like a little bit of a thing, like, I notice when the chat moves. I'll give it like a quick glance, and if I can read it quickly and answer it quickly, I will answer it quickly. Otherwise I'll go, okay, we're gonna save that for later. And I will let you know if I'm about to, like, actually hide chat. So, hello Drake, tonight we are studying towards my, dude, what do you even call it? Bachelor's in Education? I don't know. I'm studying learning in the primary years. I'm studying towards a degree in education. To be a teacher. All that fun stuff. Where are my highlights? Oh, shit. Where have I put my highlights? Whoa. Where have I put it? That's on like page 12, right? No. Here we go. Okay, got it. The book just brought up AI. For example, the development of digital technologies, including artificial intelligence, AI, continually change how we live, learn, and work. Because it's referring to advances in science and technology have led to significant changes in the job market. The challenge for education is knowing what skills, knowledge, and understanding are required for jobs and ways of living in the future. That is true. Because here's the fun issue. Did you guys know the birth rate in the UK is going down? People aren't having kids. And it's because no one can afford to have kids. No, Siri, no. Siri, no, go away. Yeah. No one can afford to have kids. Kids in this economy? Yeah. Exactly. Can't afford it. Childcare bleeds you dry. It's very expensive. Children need a lot of things. It just doesn't make much sense for people. It's a shame. The generation just can't do it. And, like, people get all in a huff about it, but, like, what have, yeah, productivity is at 300%, also make the 1% richer. Yeah, exactly. So people don't want kids. And so that changes how things work. Break time! Ooh, we've actually got a set a 2K a month. Yeah, I know. What hasn't done? Yep, exactly. We are heading for a change. Because this is not sustainable. Not yet about the child giving. No, I know. Yeah, this is simply not sustainable. And it's going to crash. Because this is just history repeating itself. This has happened before. We've had rich people do all this nonsense, and then the people who are down below get pissed off, and they start a revolution. We just need to wait for the revolution to happen. It's that simple. And whether it's like an actual revolution where everybody's in the streets doing crazy stuff, or it's a revolution of very simply not having kids, it'll work out. But yeah, the thing is that if it's so expensive, like, what's gonna happen? Here's the crazy thing. Childcare is crazy expensive, right? But do you know how much nursery workers get paid? Minimum wage. So where's all that money going? And that's why I'm part of a union. Because the thing is, like, I don't make loads and loads of money from my job. I make, like, the bare minimum. And I do some really hard fucking work, to be honest. And I do mean hard work. It's, this is the easiest placement that I've had so far. And I love it. I love it so much. But here's the thing. When deciding on my career, I said, what is something that will always be necessary? Always, no matter what. Because the thing is that things come and go. Fads, trends, they change. Not everything is permanent. you can be made redundant at any time. So what is something that is always in demand no matter what? Something that cannot be replaced with AI, something that cannot be replaced with technology. And that's why I settled on children and childcare and the education of children, because you can get as many tools as you want, but you know what happens when you raise your kid on Cocomelon? Bad shit. Real bad shit. You need people. You need the soul of a person when looking after a child. And so, no matter what, people will always need their kids looked after. No matter what, people will always need their kids to learn how to write their ABCs. No matter what. I will always be in demand. And even if I don't make too much from it, at least I'm always in demand, right? And most importantly, I love what I do. That's very important. So that's kind of what we want to encourage kids to do when they're looking at their education. What do they love doing, and what do they know will keep them secure? They don't need to be rich. They don't need to be famous. They just need to be fulfilled and secure. That's all. That's it. That's all the world needs. Stability. Consistency. That's just my belief, though. I had a very, very unstable upbringing. Like, can you tell? The fact that my dream is just to keep a roof over my head and food in the fridge. That's just my dream. If I'm doing that, I'm winning. Right now, talking to you guys, I am winning. I'm succeeding. This is peace for me. Why am I getting so fucking sappy tonight? My God. What we're gonna do, because I... Honestly, same. Yeah, you get it. What we're gonna do in a minute is we're gonna do 20 minutes more of work, round it up to a nice 10 p.m. for me, and then we'll kind of wind down from there, look at what we've achieved. So, let's do one more loop. Let's do this. Work together. Help me get at least 2 activities done tonight. No AI discussion? We'll get to that at the end, don't worry. Because that one's gonna go on for a bit. Okay. This activity links to Book 1, Study Topic 1, Section 3.1, Brief History of Education in the UK. Is that what I was reading? It is. Okay. 1 or 2 challenges in education. To complete this task, you will need to explore items in the news. Oh. Explore the news online. I hate the news! I avoid it like the plague. Need my keyboard. Could access online newspaper articles for free. I really don't like newspapers. I don't trust them. I don't trust any source of news, to be honest. Okay, so I have to type in. Hi, Luffy. 2019-2020. Use the AND connector to search for 2 or more words. Use OR to include alternate search terms. And koala. Timeline. We want it to be from 2020 to... Wait, they said 2020, right? 2019 to 2020. Where have you gone? Jesus, there's 4,000 results. Hey, Luffy. He's all soft right now because he just had a bath. He hated every moment of it, but it was necessary. One or two short articles, news stories, and summarise in the box below what the challenges in primary schools are today. Okay, I'm just gonna Google it. What are the challenges? Luffy, get off of my leg. Hey. Challenges in primary schools today. Lack of funding, that's very true. Current educational issues from prospects. That is true. Why is every single school becoming an academy lately? How do you know the information in the article is accurate? Well, I'm looking for an article for this. Let's go back and hit news. Written by Elaine Drayton, Christine. I cannot pronounce that. Published to IFN, was it? IFS. What is IFS? .uk on. Everybody's promised to be introduced to Ruby. Oh my gosh, Luffy, that was your head! Are you good? Somebody's heading to the desk. Little dog. Meow, meow, meow. Free breakfast club in all primary schools in England. Around 12% of state schools already offer a taxpayer subsidised breakfast club through the NSBP, but Labour's proposal would expand breakfast clubs to all primary schools. It's fantastic. The party argues this will improve learning, tackle high rates of absence post-pandemics. That's true. Okay. How do you know that the information in the article is accurate? Is it clear where the evidence for the points made has come from? Expansion. Is that what we can call it? Of the National Breakfast School Club. I've probably said that wrong. Breakfast. School breakfast. Sorry. National School Breakfast Club Program. A link to a gov.uk page detailed the progress of the expansion of the national NSBCP. On the 24th of 2022. There we go. Yeah, Drake, they can go get fucked. Kimmy's right. Work-life balance is important. But I think what's more important is fulfillment in your life. Because as far as we know, we get one. So why would we waste it? And it's devastating that people can't really have that choice. And I hope that as a teacher, I can help change that over time. And last updated March. Wait, if that was updated on March 4th, then where is this? Spit that out. That's my book. You can't eat my book. I know you're getting restless. Don't worry. I'll be done soon. I can play with you soon. I know, buddy. You have been super well behaved, okay? We can have some playtime when I'm done. Luffy's just getting excited. 4th of March. Oh, buddy. 2024. State of education. What awaits the next government? Damn, I didn't realise that. Oh, gosh, Luffy. Never propose breakfast club. I'm actually going to change my response. I think this one is better. To the manifesto presented by the election. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 different links to collaborate. So the detailed description of roofs. I usually can treat pieces. And detailed qualifications of free writers. That is not a good article. There's gotta be another one. Let's try this one. Second article will be this one. Oh. Hold on, let me just open this. Parent-led information, no. Alright, we're on a break anyway. Why is 0 out? How long has it been out for? Right, what was I saying about AI? Yeah, generative AI that takes the soul out of things is bullshit and should be scrapped. Now, AI to help prompt ideas is a little bit different, and I think that that should be supported. So, like, if you ask an AI, what should I draw today? And it says to you some crazy idea, and then you draw it. Yeah. Then, like, that's a good use of AI. Because though you've used AI to, like, support your artwork, that's what you've done with it. You've used it to support. You haven't replaced it. It's kind of like, Sign-On and Makaton. Those are two different simplified versions of sign language that are not meant to replace the spoken language. They're meant to support it. They're meant to be a sort of a framework for it. So, like, it's like I said to Kimmy earlier, I work with autistic children day in and day out, and it's just my life. My life is literally just revolving around the education of people with special needs. So, when it comes to telling them to do something, that's, you know, for their own good, of course, such as to sit down and listen to the teacher, I can say, you know, student's name, sit down. Sit down, be quiet, use your listening ears, use your magnet eyes, all the things that we say. But do they know what sit down really means? Like, if I said to them, sit down, sit, I can say that all I want, but what does that word really mean? Now, if I support it by signing the word sit to them and showing them a picture of a child sitting along with the physical, like, written word sit on a card in front of them, that supports the spoken language, that supports me explaining it, that encourages them, that it's like, alright, she's not just saying it, there's meaning to what she's saying, and then they're more willing to follow along, and that supports the learning. However, I am still talking. I am still telling the child to sit down. Using AI for our work and such like that is what should be happening. It is not meant to replace me saying sit down. It's meant to help me convey the message. So, if I'm crap at writing emails, right? And if I say to ChatGPT, hey, show me how to write this email, and it structures it for me, and I look at it, I go, okay, that's where I should put the good morning, that's what I should respond with towards the end, this is how I should separate my sentences, I can use that as a guideline and a template to correctly write it. I'm writing it myself, I am not copy-pasting it, I am not sending them a soulless copy-pasted nonsense thing. It's used supportively. And that's what matters. That's what AI should be used for. Now, typing in, draw me a picture of the fucking, I don't know, an anime girl that I really like, and then it breaks all the fingers up and then try to pass that off as art. That's not art. You didn't create that. You just you press some buttons at a computer and, like, it spat it out for you. You didn't bleed, like, your heart and soul into that. You didn't feel that character come to life underneath your fingers. It's a tool like a knife where you can use it for good and bad. Yes! Exactly. I support the use of AI in schools in order to support learners in understanding how best to structure essays, answers, layouts, stuff like that. I do not support copy-pasting and plagiarizing shit. That's fucked up. But I am bad at writing essays, so if I can say to the AI prompt, hey, how should I lay this essay out? And it tells me, structure your paragraphs like this, do this topic on this part, do this topic on this part, I can go, okay, that's a good idea. And then I can write my essay by myself with my words. So like, that's what we should be doing. You can do things like input all of your tasks for the day and it can lay them all out for you. Yay! Go Kev! Happy. I got like 4 years on mine. 4 years of hard fucking work. God. I'm hoping that my experience as a teacher's assistant will help support my my learning. Yeah, that degree is hard to reach, so well done. What's it a degree in? Oh, look at that. Everybody's proud of you. We're all proud here. You're officially an engineer? That's fantastic. That's one of the best degrees you can get, dude. Like, seriously. Growing up, my dad was an electrical engineer, and he built all kinds of like CCTV systems, and he did such a good job with it. Yeah, that's kind of what he did. That's kind of what he did. It's great. You can earn so much from it. It's such a useful thing. Make live 2D models for money. You get a new client, it tells you what he wants. You read the sheet that contains example images, and you notice a lot of it is from AI generated art. So he's using generated art to show you what he wants the outfit and such to look like. You're gonna be a game dev? Oh man, go talk to Zero about that then. Ooh, that would be a tricky one. Now, here's the question. Did he generate the images himself? A high-end job is one of those ones that enables you to go, yes. Let's like, oh. I think that I would say, personally, I would prefer them to write down the description for me instead, or scribble out in paint if they really can't, like, art. I would rather go back and forth with a client of them describing to me verbally what it is than them use AI to potentially rob somebody. Because if I like drew inspiration from the AI picture, there is a chance that I am supporting somebody being robbed. You know what I mean? I'd rather them just tell me. Like, I can get a general vibe from it, like that's sort of makes sense. But anything that they show me in the AI picture, I would never, like, one-to-one. I just wouldn't one-to-one in the first place, actually. Unless I knew for sure they drew it themselves. Exactly, they've all been trained on stolen data, so I would never want to use it. So that's why I would say to them, no, we've got to do this verbally. Like, all I can take from the picture that they've given me is like, okay, you like blue. That's all I'm going to take from it. Otherwise, I'm going to be like, nah, you're going to need to, like, verbally describe to me what it is you want. Otherwise, no, I'm not working with you. Simple as that. If they go, oh, but it's easier. No, I don't care. I'm not here to take shortcuts. Generating ideas is okay when it's, like, words. When it's just scrambling together a bunch of words and it says to you, like, bright orange flamingo with a bucket of KFC on its head. If it gives me that sentence, like, that's just a jumble of words and letters. That's fine. But if it's giving me a picture, because that comes from somebody's artwork. But if it's just grabbing words from all over the internet, free to use pages, Wikipedia, news articles, yada yada, stuff like that, that's different. But if it's actually creating an image out of everybody else's stolen artwork, no. The only time where AI art would be acceptable is if the AI is trained exclusively, and I mean very, very specifically, exclusively free to use artwork. Like if we took all the clip art from Microsoft Word and made an AI based on that, that is the only time where it would be considered, like, acceptable. Or if somebody trained an AI with literally only their artwork, so, like, they gave the permission to the AI, if you know what I mean. But otherwise, no. You can give me a few sentences. Yeah. Like, letters, you can't really... But you can't claim letters, I'm sorry. You can claim sentences and, you know, plagiarism and all that, but it's going to be a lot harder to go, an orange flamingo with KFC on its head that was stolen by somebody, you know what I mean? Like, that's not going to happen. But a picture, it's so clear that it's been stolen. It's so clear that that is a bad use. Use it to generate, like, words. Exactly, it needs millions of pieces of information. Yeah, and that's why I say it's okay with words, because it's pulling from every corner of the internet, everything that everybody's ever typed. And anytime that you type something into the internet, it is just, it's out there. It's, you're not getting rid of it. But if you put something up to share and you say, do not use this, that's different. But words, it's kind of hard to copyright words. It's kind of hard to claim words. Like, yeah, you can claim a catchphrase or a slogan or something. It's not like if I say, you know, generate me something. When they pull from the AI, yeah, they do. They do pull from books and such. But the thing is that they're pulling from so many different resources. Whereas art is limited. Art has to be created. Words are just spoken. Like, I could just say words. I could just say fucking shit, dude, my brain just goes fucking wrong. I could just shitpost. Like, I could just put up a shitpost. And that can be grabbed and stuck into an AI. And I can't really have a freak out if that's put into an AI. Because it's just words. It's just a random assortment, a jumble of words, a jumble of nonsense. But taking somebody's art? No. Taking something and purposely replacing somebody else's job. That's something that's fucked up. Like animators being replaced. That's fucked up. Artists, concept artists, stuff like that. Messed up. But who out there can I pay to help me write an essay? No one. Because you can't do that. Because then you're breaking school rules. But being able to go, hey, do I put this paragraph before this paragraph? That's helpful. Being able to put all of your tasks for the day into an AI and have it organized based on most important, like, priority, stuff like that. Yeah, you could hire a personal assistant, but let's be real, who's got the money for that these days? Plus, if you have a personal assistant, you are wanting them for the company as well, for, like, the vibes. An AI can't replace that, so... Even if you get it to do all that, you're still going to miss out on the vibes, so you're going to need to go get your personal assistant anyway. So that doesn't necessarily replace a job. It just helps a poor, broke teacher like myself get my work done. Oh yeah, I'm not saying, like, if... Not to the extent that it's art. Some books are definitely art, but what I mean is, if you're just generating a random jumble of words, it's not going to, like, steal from, like, Lord of the Rings, right? If you're trying to generate a book, and you have it just pull from... Say I go to ChatGPT, and I say, write me a teen vampire romance novel, and it pulls from Vampire Diaries, and Twilight, and fucking Teen Wolf and all of that, then that is not good. That is bad. That is bad AI. Because what it is doing is it is taking somebody's creation, which is, you know, important, and mismatching it together the same way that, like, the artwork thing would. And that's bad. But what I'm talking about is, like, if I say, hey, tell me what to draw, and it says, draw a donut, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, draw a donut, I guess. Like, that's what I mean by it. Like, we need authors. Like, I absolutely love the Warrior books so much. And there's such a soul. There's such a heart and soul in those books, especially because the amount of, like, spelling errors. It's crazy. They went past, like, 4 different editors. And that tells me that it's human because there's human error in it. And that feels real. And I love that. Meanwhile, a computer wouldn't miss an error. It wouldn't make a mistake. It's like there was a quote or something. Never let a computer make a managerial... decision because a computer cannot be held accountable. And I was like, ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, it shouldn't replace, like, authors. Though it would be really funny to feed all of One Piece into an AI and ask the AI to figure out what the One Piece is and see if it can get it right. That would be cool. Just give it the whole One Piece series and say, hey, what is the One Piece? And see if it gives us an actual physical, like, answer, or if it just goes, it's the friends we made along the way. Computers don't make mistakes, programmers do. Yes, computers do what you tell them to do, not what you want them to do. Yes, 100%. So if you tell that is actually a perfect example. If you tell an AI, create me something based on these things, it is going to draw from those things and it is going to steal from those things because it is doing what you have told it to do. So if I said, write me a fantasy novel that is similar to Game of Thrones, it's going to steal from Game of Thrones because that's what I've just told it to do. If you say, draw me a picture that is in an anime style, it's going to steal from anime style artwork because that is what it has been told to do. But if I say, give me a random assortment of words, or if I say, pull from Wikipedia and tell me how to break this thing down, that's different. That is just using AI to summarize information that is freely accessible to everybody. That's what it should be used for. That's it. Nothing else. We use it to support. It doesn't build the bridge, it just helps us support the bridge. I don't know. I don't think I have any other ways to say that I think that the AI art thing is just fucked up. Like, come on. It's kind of like, I saw a while ago, somebody was selling an AI shark VTuber. And dude, it was literally just Gargura. It was just her. It was just a one-to-one of her. Now, if a human being made a shark VTuber, it wouldn't look... Yes, selling. Yes, selling. Yep. But if a human being made a shark VTuber, it wouldn't look like a one-to-one of a shark VTuber that already exists, because it would draw upon, like, inspiration from that human soul and feelings and shit. And yes, people do pay for AI generated content, and that is why it's such a big problem. Like my overlay and my background for everything took ages for me to like find and decide on, because I was trying to filter out all of the AI stuff. I still don't have like a room background. I would love to have a room, like a proper room. But I think I'm gonna have to draw it myself. I think I might use this game as inspiration, honestly. Because I can decorate it and then I can just see how it would look, get some ideas of angles, stuff like that. But then I'm gonna learn how to draw furniture, and I'm so bad at that. Saved that. I'm at 150 words, that's good. Right. Guys, this has been really successful, by the way. I'm actually super on track. I have done the 2 activities I needed to do. I have read half of my book that I needed to read for the week. I didn't have to finish this book until Friday, but because of you guys, I've managed to do it. And I really appreciate that. I love you guys for that. Thank you. Yeah. So, what I'm thinking is tomorrow we're doing some Left 4 Dead in the evening. It helped you a lot too? Yay! Yay! I will do this more often then, because I enjoyed it. You took an hour-long shower? Yay! You had your dino nuggets and you took a shower. That's good. That's a success in my eyes. I gotta go eat now. I think I'm gonna make nuggets myself. What about that? Oh, don't talk to me about bills right now, man. Fucking bills scare the crap out of me. Right now, my job that I'm working at is definitely for fulfillment, not for funding. Get some lotion then. Look after yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself because I love you. And yes, I'm going to continue saying that. Even when we get to a point of like, because I'm only going up from here. So even when we get to a point where I've got double the amount of concurrent viewers, I'm always gonna love you. No, Babo, love yourself. Because you guys took the time to come here and support me. Yeah! Love each other. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, I can. I'm your mom. I can tell you what to do. Alright, I'm gonna go and, He said that just for... Yeah, you mean the guy where he puts, like, the corn dogs in the car and Mom goes, put those back! And he, like, flops on the floor and goes, you can't tell me anything! I fucking love that line. The skill dude has to just lie back like that. No, not that one. Which one? Send it to me on Discord. Alright. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and make some nuggets and be happy. I'm gonna have you guys raid Shroomy because I love Shroomy and will always support Shroomy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. EB, if you're in the Discord now, you'll probably see the message. I will maybe do a surprise stream to continue doing some work tomorrow. Why is it just thanked you for following again? That was weird. Anyway. Yeah, maybe tomorrow I will see about doing another surprise, one of these kind of things, because I have a bit of time from about, like, noon to 3:30 my time, because that's when I get off of work. So, we'll see. But otherwise, thank you again. I hope that you were able to get some work done. For now, enjoy Shroomy, and otherwise, sleep well, sweet dreams, and... good night.